The one, reflection, and the fire. There is only the one. Not one as a number in a counting system, not one as a unit beside other units, but the infinite, that which cannot be divided, increased, reduced, or placed in opposition to anything else. If there were two infinites, neither would be infinite. So the one cannot become two in essence. It can only appear as two through reflection. Zero is non-consideration. It is not an object. It is not a thing. It is the unarticulated ground. One is the consideration of non-consideration, the first distinction, the first articulation of awareness. Two is reflection within that articulation. These are not quantities. They are structural moments in consciousness. If you have one and then another one beside it, that second one is not independent. It is reflection. Like the left hand and the right hand. They are not two beings, they are polarity within one body. The mirror introduces apparent separation. Remove the mirror and the image in the mirror, and the division dissolves. The one never fractured, it appeared divided through reflection. This is why the Tao says the one gives birth to two, two to three, three to the 10,000 things. 10,000 is not arithmetic. It signifies multiplicity, the fullness of manifestation. It is a poetic way of saying that the infinite appears as countable without ever ceasing to be infinite. Number is symbol. Geometry is symbol. A circle represents unity. When two circles overlap, they form the vesica piscis. That overlapping region is not decorative. It represents generative emergence. It is the aperture through which form appears. It is the egg. It is the field of manifestation. The many do not explode out of the one. They unfold through intersection. Threefold articulation does not imply three separate substances. It is triune expression within one field. Unity articulates itself in pattern structure. Decimal notation is secondary. The symbolic force is primary. The mind cannot step outside itself to observe the ground that gives rise to it. It can only reflect within itself. What is seen is filtered through capacity. What is understood is limited by threshold. You cannot see anything other than yourself structured by your own perception. The teacher and the student exist within the same vessel because perception never escapes its own conditions. Immanuel Kant articulated that we never access the thing in itself, we access phenomena structured by the mind. George Berkeley pressed perception toward its root, dissolving matter into experience. Zeno demonstrated that motion collapses under analysis because at every instant a thing simply is where it is. The stone is always where it is. When it moves, it is still where it is. Being never leaves being. To study philosophy in this light is not necessarily to acquire something new. It can be recognition. The structure may already be intuited, and study provides language. Language is abstract. It attempts to define what precedes definition. The moment language moves, it divides. That division is unavoidable, yet it never touches the ground it attempts to describe. Perfection does not mean moral correctness. It means totality. If infinity is total, nothing stands outside it. Even error arises within it. If someone says 1 + 1 is equal to 3, that statement is incorrect within arithmetic, but the statement, the correction, and arithmetic itself all arise within the same infinite field. Perfection produces perfection in the sense that nothing escapes the whole. Holy remains holy. Surface inversion does not contaminate the ground. Sacred imagery may be inverted. Culture may flatten symbols. A Bible may be placed in one hand and a weapon in the other. The surface may appear perverse, desensitized, or inverted. Yet none of that fractures the infinite. The ground remains untouched. The fire that burns in reaction to inversion is real. Anger is real. Frustration at misunderstanding is real. But that fire burns within the same infinite field. It does not stand outside it. It is a movement within the whole. The beginning and the end are the same because both arise within the same undivided ground. Reflection articulates multiplicity. Remove reflection and the one remains. Nothing has ever stepped outside it. Nothing ever could. There is only the one, appearing as many, reflecting within itself, articulating itself through number, geometry, mind, culture, conflict, recognition, and silence. Amen. Let it be so.